honored to be in this beautiful old building. Look around you. When we were walking in, I love old buildings. Preservation is one of the things that I really value about the history and the architecture of North Carolina. We have taken care of some very beautiful, beautiful old structures rather than tearing them down. And you're in one. This was built by the freedmen back in the early times. And we're delighted to have this opportunity to be on Johnson Smith University. It's a great school. I've invited myself back for a hamburger that my Senator Graham will pay for. I don't know if that is not a violation of the Ethics Act. We're going to do those later. I didn't ask the mayor or the county commissioner. Anthony Fox, congratulations. As he was getting all those accolades, I thought, sweetheart, you better like them because they won't last long. Tell him all about it, Jennifer. Jennifer Roberts is the chair of the County Commission Board. And I see my bankers, the state's bankers, in the room. Ruth Samuelson, who is a North Carolina representative, and again, Malcolm Graham has a dual role, one here at the university with Dr. Carter, as you know, but also one with us in the North Carolina Senate. I'm not going to call all the names, but I look around, I see Wilhelmina, I see Nancy, I see other people. James Mitchell, it's your district, so I got to plug you. I see Warren Turner. Okay, I've done enough because I probably missed somebody. And we're delighted to be here with federal census officials and a man that I rely on every day. I talk to him at least weekly. He's the one who brings me the good, the bad, and the ugly about the employment data. That's Moses Carey, who is my director of the Employment Security Commission. Why are we here today? And I thank you all for coming again. We're here because we're going to sign an executive order, and the executive order is going to create something that's critically important to North Carolina. It's important to the country. But if all the other states do it better or differently than North Carolina stands to lose. And in these financial times, we need to fight hard to be sure that we have the data to back up every single federal dollar that's available for states. So we're creating something called the North Carolina Census Complete Count Committee. The whole purpose statewide is to empower people to gather the census data. There are more than 150 local committees throughout the state. And the local committees, if you will really do the hard work. They'll be out there on the ground being sure that people understand the need to be counted. The process is simple. I just looked at a census form. It's easy, 10 simple questions. Even I could answer them, so you know they're simple. It's important because, again, this data is used for all of the federal funding and the congressional redistricting that we face every 10 years. And importantly for us to remember and to tell people about, it's secure data. It won't be used to do anything to you if you're here without documentation. It won't be used if you might be having other financial or legal problems. It's simply a mechanism for us to count the number of people in North Carolina. And again, there are $400 billion in play every year. That's your tax dollars and my tax dollars. And I'm not at all reluctant and have been to Washington numerous times and said, if you're going to send them out to states, North Carolina finally wants our share. And we're going to continue to work on that. But we need to be able to prove to them how fast and how important we are to the people and how fast we're growing and how important we are. We've got to convince my friends here who are very involved in the political and the community processes, whether it's through faith-based groups or other important outreach groups in our communities that are trusted. It can't be me going on TV. It can't be the president probably going on TV. We need people in every community that have a brand that's respected. And that person then can become the enabler, if you will, to convince people that if you're a minority or low income or you're here and don't want to be seen, we need your name and your number, and it's all confidential. Even a few thousand people can make a difference. And right now, in any list that I see, North Carolina is in play because of our growth for another congressional seat. We did indeed win a seat after the 2000 census, and we still feel like we may have undercounted in that census. So it becomes incumbent upon us, as we show that as the fastest growing state in the South, soon to be the 7th largest state in America, that we really do have the numbers to back up the rhetoric. So we're going to work with the feds, we're going to work with locals, and we're going to get this done because of the effort here at the local level. The good news for Moses Carey and for me and for you in this community, because you've had such job stresses too, is that during the time that the census is in play in North Carolina, we will actually be able to hire 24,000 people. Let me say that again, 24,000 people. You've heard, oh, that's important. You've heard me say before, and I'm not all hesitant to say this, any job in this climate is better than no job. And so this is a short-term, very good job that's going to be available to the people across this state. And we want to encourage folks to go out and apply for the jobs. So again, it's easy, it's simple, it's secure. Those are the messages we have to take, but most importantly, it's important. It's important for North Carolina. It's obviously important for Charlotte Meck. It's important for all of the counties in this state. I thank you. Help us get the word out, and thank you for the federal government for doing this in North Carolina. We're always excited when somebody comes in from Washington and says the check is in the mail. Well, today you've said the check is really here, and it's 24,000 jobs. Thank you so much.